Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and this is going to be the final part of the Pink Diamond tier list, part 5, where we go over, the end of it. Now, we have a lot of new cards, including some of these brand new Pink Diamonds that just came out on Friday, so we can finally rank them. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it, and it's here. We're going to highlight some of these guys and really just have some fun with that. I think I've rated most of these before. Cards like Gerald Green, I think I forgot on one of the lists, and obviously all the new guys we haven't had. But tomorrow I will be going ahead. I swear to God, they mix up some of these. Like, I swear to God, they change some of these lists now. It's so weird. But I will tomorrow be making a final list that covers all of the cards, putting them all into the places that they will be, starting from part 1 all the way over to part 5. They will all be together, and we'll take some final rankings. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch all of the previous videos. They will be down in the description down below. You guys can watch those and have a great time with them. So yeah, if you guys are excited about seeing everything put together tomorrow, please drop a like and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with it all. So yeah, the main bulk of this one is going to be finishing off the historic spotlight sims. You guys can see we have a lot of them right here, and I've already kind of ranked them. And I don't want to go too in-depth with a lot of these historic spotlight sims because not only have I ranked them a lot before, but I do have a video talking a little bit more in-depth about them entirely. So we're just kind of going to throw them into their respective spots, and then we're going to go over where I have some of the later guys. So first off, we have the Pink Diamond Kyle Korver, who I think is actually a pretty solid card. Nice 6'7", 2 guard, 3 and D. They shoot the ball really well, play some nice defense. I'm gonna throw him up in A+ tier. Next we have Pink Diamond Tim Hardaway as well as Kemba Walker. I both have them in C tier because they're 6'1" PGs. They can't really do too much work on the inside, and they honestly, they don't really provide much for me. Next we have the Pink Diamond Thurl Bailey, who is a nice little pink diamond, 6'10", can play the power forward and the small forward both really well. He's basically like a mini Giannis with a bit of a better jump shot sometimes, and sometimes it can be a little wonky, but still a really good card. Next we have the Pink Diamond Vlade Divac, who's a 7'1" speed boosting center, pretty nice, can shoot from deep, and plays pretty good defense as well as playmate. Great. I think he's a nice, very solid A+ tier card. Next, Pink Diamond Charles Ogley. This one's a little bit tough for me, but just because I want to say it again, he is 6'9", awful jump shot, can't really play the greatest of defense, so get your ass in D tier down at the bottom of the list. Next, we have Pink Diamond Derek Fisher, who is another one of the 6'1" PGs that we got in the historic spotlight sims, and I personally think he's the best of them, but still is not great, so C tier yet go. Next, we have Pink Diamond Nikola Vucevic. He's a nice, I think 7-foot center, but he's really slow. He can shoot the ball well, play some decent defense post-game, not too bad. I think that solidly fills him in for the B tier. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Michael Finley. I've dropped the gameplay on him, and I absolutely hate this card. His jump shot just ain't it. His dribbling animations are awful. Get your ass in D tier, please. Next, we have Pink Diamond Julius Irving, who honestly isn't even that much worse than his Galaxy Opal, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's really not even that much farther down. He doesn't have the greatest size, is only 6'6", but at the 2 guard, that's really not too big of a deal, so I don't think it'll hurt too many people. But if you're playing with the 3, you might have some things not as great, but Rudy Gay base, nice and easy, an A+ tier card for me personally. Next, we have Pink Diamond Fat Lever, who was a card that I've been dragging on a lot because I've heard a lot of people say that it was bad, and I previously didn't have a great experience with the Amethyst, but I've checked out the Pink Diamond, use him a little bit, trying to see what he's about, and I honestly feel like he's been ragged on a little bit too harshly. So I'm going to throw him up in C tier instead of knocking him down to D tier like I've been doing. We'll give him a little bit of shine and move him up a little bit farther. Next, we have Pink Diamond Roy Hibbert. I'm going to throw him B tier. Again, like Nikola Vucevic, doesn't really impress me too much. His shooting ain't the greatest. His defense is amazing, but it's not really top tier. Oh my God, he's so good. Like, wow. So I think we're going to have to throw him down to the B tier. Next, we have Pink Diamond Demarcus Cousins, who actually is kind of a god. He can do a lot of things really well. A slightly sub-release, but for a big man, is really not that big of a deal. Has some great playmaking. Can still play some pretty good defense. Better as a power forward. But overall, really nice card, and I think it fits very solidly in S tier. Next, we have Pink Diamond Rip Hamilton, who as a 3-and-D shooter is absolutely insane. And for that alone, I think he can sit there nice and solid in the A tier. You guys know I love my 3-and-D cards in the game this year. Next, we have Pink Diamond Andrea Bargnani, who is basically like Dirk Nowitzki. I think he's a little bit faster, but he's similar to Dirk. He's kind of a stretch 4/5. I think he's a little bit better at the 4, but he's not the perfect fit for it. And because of that, like, kind of weird tweener area that he's in, I think it's very solid B tier. Maybe I'd put him above Roy Hibbert, but still not a card that I'm very impressed with, and not one that I would go out of my way to try and get. Next, we have Pink Diamond Rudy Tamanovich, who I think great shooter, can play some good defense, has nice size at the 3 and the 4. Very solid A tier card. He doesn't impress me too much, but he's not bad to the point where I'm like, oh, I really don't want to use him at all. I just think he's a pretty good card. Next, we have Pink Diamond Sean Elliott, who is, again, an amazing 3-and-D shooter, but he's a little bit taller than Rip Hamilton, so I'm going to throw him up an A+ tier. He's got that little bit of an extra boost that the Rip Hamilton does not have. Next, we have Pink Diamond Walter Davis, who is another tough one for me, because he's basically like Pink Diamond Brandon Roy, and I remember I put Pink Diamond Brandon Roy up in the S tier. Walter Davis, I think, has better defense than Brandon Roy, and basically these exact same animations at trade break base. So I'm going to throw him in S tier. I'm not going to put him in S+ tier because, again, I think he's like Brandon Roy, so we're going to put him equal to what Brandon Roy is. Next, we have Pink Diamond Jack Sigma, who, after some looking at his animations, stats fully, definitely is a super top tier card. We're going to throw him up in A+ tier. He can do everything great, especially the center power forward. I think he's better as a 4, but he can shoot the ball great, play some good defense. Post game, finish inside, great, and 6'11" size is pretty nice for him as well. Next, we have Pink Diamond Tom Gugliotta, who I've been ranking pretty highly, but as time has gone on, I've kind of become less and less impressed with him. So I think in the general scope of Pink Diamonds, he's probably down to the A tier, but maybe for the Spotlight Sims, he could be, you know, S or A+, because he's a nice 6'10" guy that can shoot the ball well and play some good defense, but I think I'll have to rank him a little bit lower. Next, we have Pink Diamond Geoff Petrie. In the scope of Pink Diamonds, I think he fits down in B tier. I think his slower jump shot really doesn't help him out too much. He still has some great dribbling animations. He can, you know, obviously still shoot the ball well, but that jumper is slow, and his defense is okay. But the main reason Geoff Petrie used to be so good was that Wade base. Now that he doesn't have it, yeah. Next, we have Pink Diamond Stephen Curry. Very solid A tier card. Steph Curry really doesn't have anything besides his shooting ability and slit defense. Got some good playmaking, got some decent animations as well, and a nice quick jump shot, but he doesn't really wow you, and he's not going to do anything too amazing for you on the court, so he's going to have to solidly fit in the A tier for me. And for our next person, also going to have to sit solidly in the A tier for me, with our Caron Butler, who honestly also could be A+. I feel like him and Sean Elliott are very similar. I just like Sean Elliott a little bit more. Player builds a little bit bigger, so we're going to have him above. But Caron Butler, again, another 3-and-D shooter that, yeah, still pretty nice card. And then next, we have Pink Diamond Kobe Bryant, who is very easily a D tier card, but we're not going to do the whole kicking him down to D tier very rudely like we do with everybody else. It's Kobe. We love him, and the only reason that he is this bad is because 2K is not smart. And it hurts the heart to see Kobe so bad. And the only reason that he is bad is because his speed is like a 78-2 guard, which obviously is not good. And he has no dunking ability and no defense at all. No clamps, no nothing. Yeah. It's a sad day to see Kobe down this far. Next, we have Pink Diamond Dennis Schroeder, who is a 6'1" PG. And his biggest negative is that he's so short and has no range extender. I've saved a D tier for some really bad cards or cards without clamps, so I think Dennis Schroeder is just barely above going into our D tier in the terms of Pink Diamonds. I feel like 6'1" and no range in the general scope of all pink diamonds definitely is down in C tier. I feel like maybe you could put him in B tier. You have some arguments of how he could be great, could be a fun card, but personally, I'm going to leave him at the bottom of C tier. Next, we have Pink Diamond Jared Dudley, who could be a really, really good card if they gave him some better hot zones, but they didn't, so I'm not too impressed with him. I think he's a very solid A tier card, got some great animations, some good shooting stats, some good, defensive stats. He literally, I think, has 80 in like everything and above, but the lack of hot zones means that you're really just shooting without Hot Zone Hunter's boost, which isn't a bad thing. You can still play some great, do some great things, like with the Ben Simmons Opal card. You can still shoot really well. I just think it hurts him a lot, and with those, he could be amazing. Next, we have Pink Diamond Davonte Graham, who I think is up there with Derek Fisher with the shorter guards. He's 6'2", one of the best shooters in the game. Like, his jump shot is always so money, but his defense ain't really there. So his offensive side, honestly, is like an A+ tier offensive card, but his defense is like D-. So we're gonna have to put him down to about C. Next, we have Pink Diamond Bohan Bogdanovic, who has a super slow release for a guy that's supposed to be 3 and D. Yeah, it's not good. When your jump shot ain't good, as a kind of guy that's supposed to be playing 3 and D, supposed to help you shooting the ball well, I think it really hurts him. I'm going to throw him in B tier in the general scope of all pink diamonds. He's definitely not bad, a card that you could pick up, but you got to get used to that jumper. And for me personally, it's not very worth it for that. But again, it's just me. Next, we have Pink Diamond Bryant Reeves, who is traditionally a non-shooting center, but does actually have a pretty good three-point shot this year. It's nothing crazy, and he does have a pretty nice release with some good post game and some good defense. I think I can sit him up in the A tier. Very solid card. I wouldn't put him up with the legs, obviously, of Vlade, because Vlade is such a great shooter and he can do everything else that Bryant Reeves can do. But he's still a center that has, I'm pretty sure, Hall of Fame dimer. So that's still a big boost and a really, really nice card. Next, we have Pink Diamond Rick Schmitz, who I think can move his way up into A+ tier because he's 7'4", I'm pretty sure, with a really, really good jump shot. It's money from the midi. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit slower and not as great from the three-point line, but he's a post god, great defense, and obviously super tall, so I think he nudges up into A+ tier, slightly above Bryant Reeves. Next, we have Pink Diamond Paul Silas, who I think a lot of people have really, really, really slept on. For me personally, he is a very solid A+ tier card for the exact reason of he is literally a reskin to Paul George that's only 2 inches shorter. But if you're running at the 3, it's really not going to matter. He's got some great dribbling animations. He also has the Hito leaner, so he's Paul George with the Hito leaner. So you give up 2 inches, but you get a better off dribble shot. So for some people, that's actually amazing and something that they really, really, really want. So yeah, he's honestly a pretty nice card, and Paul Silas, everybody's sleeping on him. Definitely one that I would at least give a shot and try to pick up. Next, we have Pink Diamond Earl Boykins, who they gave the Dwayne Wade base, so he is absolute money. Like, my guy can spray the ball really well. He's actually one of the better offensive cards that you'll kind of use in the game, but then you'll take a step back, look at him, and realize, goddamn, he's only 5'5". And that's where you lose it. Earl Boykins, if he literally was a whole foot taller, then we could be talking about how great this card is. But he's really lacking in the height category, so I'm sorry. But get your ass in D tier. Next, we have Pink Diamond Jeff Green. I mean, do we really gotta even talk about him? Like, S+? Like, come on. Just like Rudy Gay and Paul George, he has a nice 6'9" frame. He has a super wide player build. His jump shot is money. He has amazing stats. His defense is great. He can speed boost. Good jump shot. A little bit wonky, a little bit weird. Might trick some of you guys up, but it's still super cash. And honestly, is one of my favorite pink diamonds in the game, and one that I would definitely recommend it for some people to pick up if they haven't already, because he low-key can be a nice addition to any team at the 3 or the 4. Next, we have Pink Diamond Gerald Green, who I feel like if you guys can correctly use him, can feel like an S to S+ tier card, but I think he's only about A+. And that's because his release is very slightly slow, but has good size at 6'7" at the shooting guard position. With his boost to a 91 speed with ball, that really helps. I still would have a speed with ball shoot on him, but he is super money if you get his jump shot down, and is a really, really, really fun card to use. So I think he's been getting slept on, but still a great card. Next, we have Pink Diamond Magic Johnson, who is a micro highlights locker code card, and again is up there with some of the better ones. But I feel like this Magic card, if he wasn't 6'9", would be awful. He really only has quick draw, I think, for shooting badges. He can't shoot very well. His playmaking is actually pretty good, and his defense actually ain't bad. But yeah, not providing you much on the offensive end, while having some good defense. I feel like very solidly fits B tier. We're yawning again. Jeez, I need a nap. And next we have Pink Diamond Karl Malone. These are the cards that I know all you guys have been waiting for to see. Where are these ranking? Karl Malone, Reggie, Theis, Darius, Miles, and Larry Sanders. So with Karl Malone, they gave him some amazing boosts, and he's actually a really solid card. He's got a nice jump shot. He's got some amazing stats, obviously, and a nice 26 Hall of Fame badges, honestly. So the one thing that knocks me a little bit about this Karl Malone is his playmaking is really, really bad. And he's only 6'9", which at the power forward really ain't that bad. So I don't know why I said only 6'9". But offensively, this card is going to be amazing, minus his not very great playmaking. And his defense is going to be really solid too. So I think that can make him a nice A+ tier card. But yeah, I don't feel like he's going to be that guy that you can run everything through. He's kind of going to be that glue guy who can come in, give you some buckets, shoot the 3-ball for you well, finish inside, nice post game, play some defense, get some boards, but isn't going to be that guy that's going to come in and completely take over the game and be that insane card, which I feel like all 4 of these guys can do if you play it correctly. Next, we have Pink Diamond Reggie Theis. I feel like this one is maybe a bit of a controversial take, because I've seen a lot of hate for the Reggie Theis card, but he's an A+ tier. I mean, he is 6'7". He's got a money jump shot. I don't think I missed in the gameplay that I did with him, and if I did, it's one shot. He can finish inside like crazy, amazing dunking animations, and his defense is just top tier with an amazing player build. I think this Reggie Theis card is just so underrated, and he's so cheap. Like, pick him up. He is so nice. I love this card, and I think it's one that people definitely should pick up, if I'm being honest, no matter the budget. Just to give it a shot. Next, we have Pink Diamond Darius Miles. This one is easy. This is probably one of the best Pink Diamonds in the entire game. I might even rank him top 5 in all of the Pink Diamonds in the game. Darius Miles is 6'9". His player build is crazy. He's got that lanky Giannis build, so he can literally do everything. His hops up his cheese. His jump shot is so cash from deep. He's got that Michael Beasley jumper. His defense is out of this world. His finishing is so good. His animations are amazing. I mean, there's nothing to not love about this Darius Miles card. If you guys need some more proof, I'll link down below the gameplay that I did on Darius Miles so you guys can see just how great this card is. He seriously is a beast, and one that you guys definitely should check out. Next, we have Pink Diamond Larry Sanders, who is a tough one to rank. Originally, I was like, wow, okay, he's not that bad. I did a gameplay on him. You guys can check that out as well. And I was like, okay, he's nice, he's cool, he can speed boost, but he has a 25 shot 3, that's kind of tough. His jump shot from midi is money. If he had a 70 shot 3, probably pretty nice. But somebody pointed out to me, actually, that he has a 55 strength at the center and power forward, which means anybody can back down and drop step on him, and he's cooked. Like, cooked. So, for the fun factor of this card, I think I could throw him B tier, but he cannot be anything higher than that. 55 strength as a center, no thank you. No matter what your defensive stats are, the second somebody tries to back you down to the paint, you're gone. Next, we have Pink Diamond John Mcglocklin, who basically is very similar to a Klay Thompson. He's got that Klay Thompson jumper. I feel like because he's similar in height to Rip Hamilton, we're going to rank them together. He's just a 3-and-D guy. Shoot the ball well, get you a couple buckets, and at least clamp up a little bit, but nothing absolutely insane. Next, we have Pink Diamond, Larry Nance. Not a bad card, honestly. Good size, a 6'10". He can play both sides of the ball pretty well, but hasn't really impressed me. I think he's still very solidly an A tier card, but his animations really just don't jump out to me. His shooting isn't the best, but defense and slashing, I think, is a really solid card. Next, we have Pink Diamond. I said Diamond. I had an L to that. Pink Diamond Kelly Tripucka. And his diamond was amazing. His Pink Diamond is pretty good, but I don't think it's as good as I wanted him to be. So I think, again, he kind of falls into this kind of amazing 3-and-D category, but not really giving me too much. His speed with ball is kind of low, and by kind of, it's pretty low for what we want in standards this year. But still not a bad card. His jump shot's money. He can still play some good defense. I think if you play your cards right, he can be a great card. But he did let me down a little bit. And then last but not least, for part 5 of our Pink Diamond tier list is Pink Diamond Jim Paxton, who I'm going to throw in the A+ tier. Jim Paxton, 6'5", great size. He can shoot the 3-ball well, has an amazing jump shot. I love it. I know it's slow, but it is so money, especially with that meter off. And he can play some good defense and play make with the best of them. Also finishes out pretty well. So I think it's a very solid A+ tier card. So this is it for part 5. This is what all of our rankings look like. Again, let me know what you guys think on all of the previous videos. Make sure you guys watch all of the parts of the tier list and get it all together, and then we're gonna eventually talk about how they all fit together and move them up and down and have some fun with it. It's been kind of fun making all these tier list videos, so let me know any other ones that you guys want to see from me. Like the video you guys did enjoy. Remember to comment down below everything I just said, and subscribe if you guys are new on that road to 5.7K. Thank you guys so much for all the support in the videos lately. It's seriously been crazy. Hope you guys are great today, and I will see y'all in the next video.